Good morning to you, Mildred Tohesa and Simon Kagwanjala. I can assure you, here in Namwongo, we are in Namwongo, we're not taking care of the environment. As you can see, Mildred Tohesa, this is a very disgusting scene. This is more Kaveera than I've ever seen in my whole entire life in one place. And what's more shocking, Mildred Tohesa, I heard Simon Kagwanjala talking about how he lost his cow to Kaveera. Right here, as you can see, just beside me, there is a goat. On the other side, there's another goat. On the other, that means this is their feeding place. This is their playing place. This is where they come, to try and feed. Considering in town we don't exactly have enough grass, but you can see if that goat lands on a Kaveera, that means it's going to chew the Kaveera, and probably the owner won't even realize on what effect it's going to have. And maybe one day you just wake up and your goat is no more. But this is what it looks like here in Namwongo, Mildred Tohesa. This is more than I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I was reading about Kaveera, and not only does it biodegrade, it photodegrades. That means it decomposes into smaller components, and that means it also enters into the ground. So even though they try to clear this place, it's going to take a little more of effort to actually be able to put this place into use.
I think what we are seeing on screen is what could get us to support the campaign of Tuve Kaveera. Let's take a look at the drainage channels in Namwongo and how they look like. Victoria?
Well, I'll walk straight to the drainage channel because it's just right next to the dumping site. Mildred Tohesa, September, many are anticipating that it's going to be a rainy month. As you can see, everything from here, everything that comes from up there, it is in this drainage channel. Mildred Tohesa, I don't even know whether if this is a drainage channel anymore, because as you can see, there's no space for the water to even move. And right ahead, Mildred Tohesa, there is a swamp. That means if it rains, the water is going to try as much as possible to carry as much garbage and much Kaveera it can carry, and it will go straight to the swamp. This Kaveera right here, I can assure you, could have even been here for more than 10 years.
Very much. Thank you, Victoria Bagaya, and I'll let you get out of the drizzle right there, and we'll continue with the discussion about Kaveera and Polythene shortly after this break.
Let's get rid of Kaveera with solutions, with viable solutions.
That's very true.
We can buy banks.
We will be looking at some of the solutions that we will want to have, but
and I must say kudos. Okay, I'll come back.
Let's first go to Mbale, then you'll tell me who you're saying kudos to. Mbale, Gerald Matembo is standing by, and we extend the discussion about Kaveera. Gerald Matembo, a very good morning to you. The rainy season is setting in. I know there are many thinking about planting, but we know that the soil fertility has as well been affected over time because of the use of polythene, which is deep down in the soil, and yet it does not biodegrade. Gerald?
Yes, Mildred, I hope I've got you right. Well, the conversation of Kaveera, definitely in Mbale, like any other part of this country, is a big challenge. Mildred, when you look at the rate at which the Kaveera is churned out into the community at the supermarkets, markets, and the shops, it is really worrying because if every small thing is packed in a Kaveera. Even the rural areas where the usage was a bit low, Mildred, the Kaveera is gradually replacing the traditional packaging methods. As you know, people used to pack, use things like banana leaves, for instance, to carry meat in the villages, and the people go with their own containers to buy maybe cooking oil. But right now, even cooking oil of 200 is packed in a Kaveera, and this poses a very big worry to the people. But what is worrying most is the attitude of indifference amongst the public, because according to what we have gathered, it seems like many people, many members of the public are alive of the polythene bag, but they still continue to misuse it, misuse it, for instance, for packaging foods and also lighting cigarettes. This creates a very big worry also to the public that much as the people are aware of the dangers, they have continued to use it. And this is attributed to the indirect effects of the Kaveera, like cancer and pollution of the air. These are indirect effects, and people will tell you, yes, we have been using Kaveera for a very long time, and we have not had any sort of challenges because they don't see the direct effects. But also the other challenge that members of the community are raising is is that government, they want the government to come out and ban the Kaveera instead of focusing on insisting that people should stop using the Kaveera. Of course, in this era of OTT, we are yet to see whether really government comes out to trade off between taxes that are got from the Kaveera and the environment. Back to you, Mildred.
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much. Certainly, we're going to look at Kaveera for eternity.
You were sending out some kudos?
Yes, I want to send out kudos to schools. Schools are resuming next week.
Yeah.
And I've seen schools where they put up notice boards telling parents not to enter with Kaveera, not to carry Kaveera into the school campus. And I think that's very good. I was at Kaboja, Mugwanya, Chisubi, which other school? There are about 5 or 6. Okay. There are about 6 schools, and I think schools should take it upon themselves to ban Kaveera right at the gate.
You were talking about some solutions. Espresso does serve us very beautiful, delicious coffee every morning. But I thought out loud, what can I be able to use this? It looks like it is paper, definitely.
And it's disposable.
Very disposable. I packed 2 of these. I really love fresh herbs, most especially for my juice. So I packed 2 of these because one can easily get wet. And I planted mint in this. And anytime I need to take tea or I need to make juice and part of mint, I have dill, I have thyme, I have herbs planted in this. And this is not Kaveera. Many would think about maybe using Kaveera because then you're not going to have a lot of water going out.
But this is recyclable?
And it's very recyclable, yes. Kaveera is as well recyclable, but unfortunately, we have failed to look at that other option.
Okay, let's remind our school head teachers. At least let's begin with them. Let's begin with that category, and it will be a huge success for us.
True.
You can embed the anti-Kaveera campaign in your syllabus.
Those backyard gardens in schools, I think they need to get out of Kaveera. Let's use wood.
Before you even get to the backyards, let's stop Kaveera at the gate. You will see the piles that will be collecting at the gates.
True.
All schools, day boarding. Let's ban Kaveera. We begin with schools. Then we go to hospitals. Let's go to hospitals. Say, we don't allow Kaveera inside the hospital.
Let people come in with paper bags.
It is a policy here at NBS. We don't encourage Kaveera. We don't
encourage it.
So for us, we find it abominable. It should be an abomination.
Actually, for our visitors, it's always a surprise when they come and the very first, at
the checkpoint,
board they see is Tuve Kaveera, right? And everyone is, for many, I've seen very many who come with Kaveera and they're struggling to get out the content probably and hold it because they want to keep the polythene away.
Can we drift a bit from Kaveera?
Yes, please.
And talk the thing that has become either a menace or a livelihood for some people.
And that is
politics. Yeah.